Hi, everybody. Welcome to 5 Minute Mondays. I'm Tommy Harden. I hope you had a great week. We've had a lot of people in the last week or two join us from all over the world. I'm really happy that you joined us on Twitter, on the blog site, and Facebook. And what I'd like to do is I'd sort of like to reintroduce myself. Some of you guys don't know who I am. I'm a Nashville session drummer. I'm putting up a page on my blog, which kind of putting up a bunch of songs that I've played on. I do a lot of session work since I've been doing session work full time since 1996, and I've probably logged, say, an average of 300 to 500 sessions a year. I mean, I don't know how many that's going to be. Somewhere 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 sessions, recording sessions, and I've also been playing in Reba McEntire's band since 2001. So I'm very blessed. I get to do big giant arena shows, get on a bus, come home, get in the car, go straight to the studio and do, 6, 7, 8, 12 sessions a week. So anyway, that's who I am. And what I bring to the table with you guys is a really unique perspective of someone who's actually in the music business, touring and doing recording work. So everything that we talk about is based on stuff that I've learned, more than likely the hard way. Learning stuff via School of Hard Knocks. So anyway, if you're just now joining us and you're new to 5 Minute Monday, thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to us talking together. If you tweet me, if you leave a comment on my blog or Facebook, I will talk to you. So please don't think you're bugging me. Talk to me, and if you got any questions, ask them, and I'll do my best to answer. Okay, today we're talking about the mid snare sound. Now, I've told you in what I do in the studio world, I pretty much use 3 basic snare sounds and then a whole bunch of variations of each one of those. But the 3 basic snare sounds are the low, fat, gushy snare sound, which we talked about last week, the high, cracky snare sound, which is probably my favorite snare sound, and then what we're going to talk about today is the mid. And what I like to do to get the mid sound, basically what you're looking for is you're looking for some of the low end from the low gushy guy and some of the crack from the high cracky guy. So what I like to do is, all right, I've got my little, whatever you want to call it, my Band-Aid. I'm going to tune this guy up to where the cracky thing is, to where my cracky sound is. Okay, that's a pretty close crack snare. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to detune it down maybe, I don't know, a few lug turns, like a quarter lug turns on each lug. And then you're going to find out that it's going to ring a lot. Probably a little high. Let's come down a little bit more. Even a little bit more. Now my bottom head's pretty hot, pretty tight. That's about where I want to go on the top head. So all right. So with the mid sound, what I like to do, and again, different guys in town in Nashville and in other parts of the world are going to do it differently, and probably the way they do it works great. This just is what works for me. There's so many different ways to do this, but I'm just going to show you what I do. On the mid sound, I like to hit a rim shot. I don't like to hit in the middle. I like to hit on the middle in the gushy snare sound. The mid one, I like to get somewhat of a crack, like the cracky snare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to eliminate some of those nasty overtones. All right. So when you hear the overtones go away, that's probably a good indication that you're in the right spot. And that's how I get that sound. The snares are a little tighter than on the fat snare we talked about. The fat snare, we loosened it up to where it was too loose, and then we brought it back about maybe 20%. The mid sound, you're going to really treat the snares more like the crackier snare, which is a little tighter. And that way you can also get rolls. All right, so I keep the snares pretty tight. Get rid of the overtone. You're going to go somewhere between the fat snare and the cracky snare, and that's really how to do it. I mean, there's really not a way to overcomplicate this. It's pretty simple. Make sure you hit your rim shot on this one, and that's how you get the mid snare sound. Anyway, the intro and outro piece, just to kind of tell you what I do. Usually on the intro and outro piece on every 5-Minute Monday, I try to use an example of that sound for the intro and outro piece. I always record them the same day that I do the talk. So today we did a couple different feels with the mid snare sound, and that's what it's going to sound like in the context of playing it with the kit. So anyway, thank you for joining me. We got some exciting stuff coming around the corner. I'm developing some stuff that I really can't talk about right now, but we're moving forward. A lot of people are joining us now from around the world, and I just wanted to say hi. I want to say thank you for watching, and check out my other videos. We've got a lot more videos on the blog site. Please leave a comment. If you have any questions, tell me how you play. Tell me what kind of kits you use. I love to hear people's stories. You know, I got this kind of kit. I do this. I play in this kind of band, blah, blah, blah. Talk to me, and we'll start a conversation. All right? Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.